Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle here, Bustin' Bethunes. Welcome back to another vlog. Appreciate you guys being here again today. We are still in our spot here east of Seattle. As you can tell, I don't know if you're able to tell or not, but it is a very Pacific Northwest day. Pretty chilly, very gloomy. I haven't seen any rain yet this morning, but there's still time. There's still time. We are, again, I told you before last video, we were having some issues with the turn signals. I'm gonna dive into that a little bit, see if I can figure out, had some good input from some of you guys on things to check. Had another issue since we've been here with a new addition that we recently added to our fleet, the turd toter, the waste toter. So I was, let me just go show you real quick. So here she is. So I was hauling a load of waste the other day to the dump station, which is, a few hundred feet that away. And on my second load, I noticed it was dripping. So I was dripping wastewater basically the whole time. And I've noticed, this isn't how this is supposed to be. There's supposed to be a valve here, a 3-inch valve that pulls up. Someone has, I don't want to use the word modified, but yeah, they added this connection here. And I guess, honestly, the guy told me he had a cap around it. And when he wanted to dump it, he just opened it up. I guess he had like a septic area where it was just kind of like a pooled area and it just pooled down into the drain. And then he would hose the drain down. So for some reason, that's the way I got it. And it is leaking right here. Basically, you can see there's a bit of a gap there, not much, but it's leaking right there. So the company that manufactured that toad it's called Barker Manufacturing in Michigan. So I reached out to them, the day it happened. It's like, hey, I picked up this waste toter secondhand and I'm having some issues with the leaking around the valve area. I get an email back the next morning. The guy's like, oh, no worries. Just what's your address? I'll drop one in the mail to you free of charge. Freaking awesome, man. I love that. That's good stuff. Barker Industries, I no plug. I'm not getting paid by them. I didn't get that for free. I did get this for free, but again, yeah, that's the kind of customer service I'm talking about. So yeah, they sent me a valve. Actually, I got their made by Valterra, which is a huge, they pretty much make all these valves. It does have their branded product on there, Barker. Yeah, they do. I know they do these waste totes. Don't hold me to this. I think they kind of developed. This was like their thing. I mean, I know other companies have since gone on to do it. Because I remember I heard them called Blue Boys is what I first heard them referred to, and that's the only blue tote I know of. But yeah, I thought that's good stuff. That's a good way to back your product, just shot drop one in the mail. I mean, it's probably 20, 30 bucks. I mean, that's pretty cool. Plus they cover the shipping. So yeah, it's got this 3-inch valve, Bladix valve, Valterra, simple gate valve. Looks like it came with a couple of new gaskets. So I want to be working on that because we're full. We had to I went to dump the other day, again, like I was saying, and it was leaking. So we basically had to take the bus down there and dump it completely, and it's lasted us the last few days. But we are full again, and I don't want to have to move the bus again. So my goal is to get this valve, these gaskets, on that toter here. And I'm always, I always try to share products that I've used that I can back. I mean, that's as good as customer service you get. Like I said, I talked to the guy Monday, and it got here yesterday, which was Thursday. So that's pretty good stuff out of Michigan. Let me gather my tools up, and let's see if we can get this turd toter back in action. So I wanted to break out one of my work table, because I didn't really want to put it on the picnic table, which is where you guys are hanging out right now, because that's kind of gross. People eat on that. Anyways, so so what I actually just figured out is this I don't know, what do you call this? Coupling is going to mount to the new valve, which is, for some reason they just took the valve out and put the coupling on here. I don't know why they would have done that. Issue is it's bolted from the inside, and I've had a hard time getting my hand in there. So I may end up just cutting these bolts out, and I did buy new bolts, so we should be able to hopefully get those started. We'll see. So I'm gonna be cutting it real quick with my wheel here, my cutoff wheel, and I'm using some of Jen's broken sunglasses because I can't find any safety goggles. trying not to mess this connection up. I'll cut my tire a little bit. It's just I'm in this campground and you're not really supposed to do a lot of this type of work, especially with something noisy like this. I just break it off. But the reason I'm trying to break these bolts off. I don't want to cut my wheel anymore. You know, it's got a 7/16 head on it, but the problem is it's rusted out and I can't get to the inside there to really do anything with it. Maybe I could hold the top of the bolt with this. Try to turn it a bit. Yeah, it is not budging. It's rusted in there pretty good. I just have to cut it. I have to throw this battery on charge for a bit. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, mercy, melting my gum. Yikes, look at that. You can tell it's melting the freaking fitting there. I may have to go get a new one of those. This bolt is hanging in there. I'm like burning that off. Oy vey.
I should probably re-upload it. Fudge. Pickle juice.
As you might be able to tell, it is raining, which is what it does here in Washington, which I think is what I said it wouldn't do this morning, but I should have known better. That doesn't mean we get to stop working on the poop toter, though. I got me a volunteer here going to help me out. I've got to, yeah, she gets to stick her hand inside of it. It's moderately clean.
The beauty of having little hands, right?
Yeah, I would do it, but I can't fit my hand in it. So I needed someone with smaller hands because I'm having a really hard time getting these bolts off. And I about melted the fitting off earlier when I was cutting it, so I don't really want to do that again. So I got me some blaster, put it on my bolt there. Problem is you got to go from the inside to get to the back side of that bolt, and I can't exactly do that with my big old hands. So my little volunteer is going to help me out.
So what do I have to do?
It's cold and raining out here. All right, let's get started. All right. Just trying to do that. Would it be easier if I laid it down flat?
I don't know. It's like very...
Hard to get it on there.
Yeah.
That's why I was wondering if it would be easier to come in from over there, but I don't know if your arm is going to be long enough.
No, my arm's not long enough.
I'm just saying, no, never mind. You need to be able to like flip it the other way. Yeah, this I like this thing, but this design was probably was never designed to be replaced. Here we are.
Is there any way to like take it off of here?
Let me see, it just spins. It just stays this.
So this has to be held on there so it doesn't spin.
Bottom of the bolt. I don't need that. I need the bolt.
Alright, let me get back over here. almost.
Okay.
Try it. I'm on it. Okay, what if I can just hold it for a hot second? Yep. Sorry, babe. I tried.
I appreciate you trying. Just gonna wash.
Don't wash my hand.
I'm just gonna hope. I got the one off. Now I just gotta try to cut this one off the same way without ruining this connection. Cool, quick. Well, we got it off. Maybe I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can clean that up enough, but it just got so hot and melted it. I'm like fixing a crapper toter out in the rain. I think I can make that work. All right, what are we working with? You can kind of see our hole there now, so I'm just going to get this cleaned up, get all my new hardware together, and then try to put this thing together. Hopefully one last time. So I made a trip to Home Depot. I'm making a last-ditch effort, trying a couple off-the-cuff things that I came up with. Here at Home Depot in Issaquah. I'm gonna grab these, head back, try to see if I can make something happen. Because this is getting old, and it's really not fun to move the bus to go dump the tanks. So hopefully I can make this happen. I'll show you what I got going on when we get back to the bus. The rain has given us a slight break. So, I have a plan. I don't have much else, but I do have a plan. I bought these toggle bolts. So basically it's for like drywall or where you're not able to get a nut on something. So typically you fold it up, kind of goes in that, and then when you get it inside the wall, it spreads open. You tighten it. As you tighten it, it pulls up against whatever it is, drywall, wood, whatever the case, whatever it is you're attaching it to, and then it acts as the nut per se. Again, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to get my hand in there enough to get this on there, but I don't really know what else to do. Worst case scenario, I bought some lag bolts just to screw it in there the best I can and hopefully get another couple months service out of it. I don't know. First though, I am going to try these things here. Typically, these are used with like a carriage type bolt or like a, I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's like a Phillips bolt. I went ahead and bought regular bolts so I can get on there and hopefully crank it down. So I feel like if I can get it in there and this on the back side of that plastic, that should be a really good anchoring point. Question is, can I get it in there? This goes first. That. I got like the long, so one of the longer bolts I could get. That way I have more to work with, or at least in theory I have more to work with. You see, it's just, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get. Maybe I can, because I can get it started, I'll be fine, but I need a way to be able to hold this to get it started. I could ask Jen to come back out. I don't know. I don't know how much she would like that. Well, I guess I need to get it set up. So if I do get it started, I'm able to kind of make this work. 4 bolts. I got my gasket right there. I'm going to place this up there. I've got my washers. Okay, maybe I can do something with that. Maybe, I guess if I could just get it started, I'm pretty confident I can do this. Let me get my bolt in there. I just can't see, you know, it's just like, man. Tell you what, I do need this freaking light. Let me grab my light. Sorry, I forgot to press record. I do have it started. I was able to get one started. So now I want to run this one all the way down and see if my theory holds up, that it will be able to work up against the wall of this tank. I think that'll work, guys. I think that will work. So yeah, funny enough, I'm actually using the bolts that came with it because they are a shade longer. Sorry about the light there. Because they are a shade longer, so that gives me just enough, at least for that one, to see to get to it. All right, let's see if we can get another one in there. Slow and steady wins the race. And we'll go ahead and do a cattywampus. It also, well, actually, I may loosen this one up just a hair because it doesn't really need to be tight. Because I need to get them on there, get them all snug, and then at that point, I need to make sure all my gaskets are lined up, and you know the drill. It's just really hard to see, you know. I mean, rightfully so. It's a poop tank thing, but this worked pretty good. I got a large set of channel lock pliers or channel lock style pliers. Put it in there. Maybe take a little bit off. Give me a little more reach. I just can't see in there. I'm trying to freaking see. It's so damn dark out here. I did get my second one started. Sort of. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're cooking with a little bit of grease now. We're cooking with some grease. I like it. Second pack. Try to get this one up here. Right. I used a different set of pliers. I think that might have made my success a little easier. Still hard as heck to see though. Alright, I think I got 3. Click over here. Alright, one more, guys. Uno mas. So what I had to do, honestly, with the last one, I actually trimmed it. I took this and I trimmed about, I don't know, a 1/4 inch off each side. I think what was happening is I was hitting my the bulkhead over here, so I think I want to do the same with this. I don't know, I just think it's going to work better. It'll be easier to actually successfully do this, maybe. This one is tricky to get to. I have struggled with this one before. I don't know why this one in particular is much trickier to get to. Not that this needed to be any harder. Alright, let's see. I can get in there. I just gotta get it started. My God, it's just not giving me enough to reach. Alright, just see what we're doing. I got 4 of these in. I got 1. So basically how these work, it's sort of like drywall, so you put it on there, you put the screw in it, and it backs up against it and you can tighten it. I have not been able to get this one. My best bet for you, I think, is going to be coming in from over here and coming up there to it.
Okay. Well, I don't know how I was. So it needs to go.
You see the bolt?
I need something to stand on to be able to see it.
Here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't.
I see black coupling. I can't see.
So what do you want me to pull the table over closer?
Yeah. If I can see what I'm holding on to. Okay. My little. Oh, there's no way my hand's gonna fit in here.
It won't fit in there?
Well, it won't go past my elbow.
What won't go past your elbow?
I can't get in here past my elbow.
Look at it. I can turn this. I got this if you want to.
Is it? Hang on. I think. Do I turn it?
You'll turn it.
Does it need to be
You'll turn
pushed
it
together?
counterclockwise. Nope, doesn't. I just need you to get it on the threads. If you can get it on the threads, I can do the rest.
It's threaded. Do you need me to move my hand or leave it there? It's threaded.
Good job, babe. Thank you.
That's it?
Yeah, well done. Well done. Thank you.
Okay.
Good job. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. I'm gonna go wash my hands and warm up.
Yeah, definitely. I love that girl. Like, how many girls do you know that stick their hand, or how many ladies out there would stick your hand in a thing that holds crap 99% of its life? I think we might have a chance. So what I need to do now is just make sure all the gaskets, everything's lined up. But yeah, Jen's a rock star. Thank you so much. Yeah, my big hands won't fit in there. Again, so now I just need to make sure everything's lined up, get it nice and snug, and then I'm going to go over there and put some fresh water in it to make sure it's not going to leak. Could work. Could work. I think everything looks pretty good. Just going to kind of go around it and snug everything up. You know, is this a permanent fix? I don't know. But it's the one I got for now. So she's sealed there, so she's sealed there. Let's go see she'll hold water. Alright, let's see. Please hold water. Please hold water. Yeah, if it doesn't work, I'm probably just gonna scrap this thing and buy a new one. It's leaking like a sieve, man. I don't know what it means. I don't know why. Just gonna try to crank down on it some more and hopefully seal up some of the gaskets. And I don't really know what else to do with it. I mean, everything seems to be in there the way it should be. Just keep kind of like going around an X pattern, just tightening it down, trying to get even. It breaks at this point because I can't tow it with it leaking like that. It's kind of, there's gonna be waste dripping on the whole freaking drive down there. I don't know why it would be leaking. Yeah, it is just pouring out of there. I get that. I'm feeling defeated. I don't know why it's leaking. I mean, everything was closed up tight. Everything looked good. Everything tightened up great. It's leaking just as bad as before. So it's probably something more to do with the tanks more so than the valve. So I don't know if you can tell. I'm in the driver's seat. We're going to have to go up and dump the tank, unfortunately. I don't know what else to do. We got to dump. We're basically out of tank space. So we got to clear space for that so we can get back, get dishes washed, and get dinner made. And put an end to this long, horribly unproductive day. Jenna's a rock star, though. She stuck her hand right in that crapper and put that wing nut, or I don't know, I got called wing, whatever they are. That worked great. I'm kind of happy I figured that out, but I'm not really happy that it didn't really make a difference. So yeah, that's life. That's bus life. That's fixing old crap, retrofitting crap.
You're really good at that.
At this point, I'm probably just going to chuck it in the dumpster and we'll
Get a new one?
We'll decide if we're going to get a new one or just drive and dump every time, which this is a huge pain in the butt. I mean, not that we don't really put a lot of stuff out, but it's still, you have to pack up things, you have to put things down inside, disrupt the kids. It is a task, it's not ideal, especially to do it every 4 or 5 days. It's not ideal at all. That's what we got to do. So that's what we're going to do. And I guess we'll decide if it's worth investing in another one of those toters or not. They're about, for the one I need, anywhere from $300 to $400. So they're not exactly cheap either. But anyways, let's get this bus dumped.
If I can help you, let me know.
I think I'm good for now. Just gotta get us over there, get this stupid thing dumped.
Did Leavenworth say it have bathrooms?
Bathrooms?
Or bathrooms. Full hookups?
I don't know, I'll have to look. Going by the way things have gone this summer thus far, I'm going to venture to say probably not. Well, the rain has really picked up now as we approach the dump station. I don't know that I'll be taking the camera out there in the rain yet again. I've already drenched the microphone and the camera today. It's just been one of those days. And I think you guys have seen me dump the tanks enough that you probably have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to be doing. I mean, if you were here, I'd let you do it, honestly. I don't really care to do it, but there she is. The poo acceptor.
Who accept her?
the poo acceptor. Alright, I'm gonna go dump this crapper. Well, I successfully dumped our waste. I do a little 3-point turn action up here. There's not really a decent place to turn around that I know of, so use this little section right here to pull up and back down here, and hopefully we can get back. I need to fill it up with water, and I am coming in for the night. I have had a day full. I am done. I am.
Oh no! Oh no!
What are we doing? Oh
Water,
god.
water. Oh gosh.
Ni-
Oh dear.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls. Oh gosh. There, fill the tank back up. Oh boy.
I can't see too good.
Do I need to get out?
No, I think I'm alright.
Oh man.
Is she leaking pretty good?
There's water everywhere. Do you think we'll make it till
When do we?
Wednesday?
No. Not a chance.
But I mean, if Leavenworth is the same thing, I would say that we just need to get a new turd toter.
The problem is I want to have to order it online. Like, there's nowhere to really go buy one around here.
Well, I went to the C word.
Yeah, but it's just like an hour away though. I don't know. We'll
We're
see.
going off tomorrow. Was it near where we went?
Yeah, maybe we could find one up that way. I don't
Maybe
know.
not a used one.
No, anytime I try to save money, it literally bites me in the crapper. No pun intended. Actually, plenty of pun intended. But funny story. Yeah, we went to Seattle yesterday and did a tour, underground tour. And long story short, they ordered 1,000 toilets after they were invented in England, I believe they were.
Yeah.
And the guy that invented them, his name is Thomas Crapper. The modern day toilet was invented by a man named Thomas Crapper. That's where all that comes from. I never knew that. It's amazing the crap you learn out on the road.
Well, and it took 10 years to get the
Yeah.
toilets in.
Yeah, it's a pretty interesting story. That was a good tour. Jen, if you go check out her newest video, her newest video, to see a little bit more of the tour. It was very interesting, very informative. But let me see if I can get this thing docked. So while I've got the bus running, I'm going to go ahead and check the flasher. I did find the flashing mechanism. It's right there. I don't know if you can read it or not, but it says DC flasher. I'm still having my same flasher issue. Turn this. Okay, the flasher is on. So I'm getting power to the flasher. You can see right there my light comes on. Here's the thing, I'm not an electrical guy. I don't know exactly what all this does. I know this is the flasher. I believe this is the wire bringing power to the flasher. But beyond that, I don't know. Do I just replace the flasher and hope for the best, or do I keep tracing wires? Yeah, look at that. You talk about your worst nightmare. Look at all that. I mean, ultimately, it is all coded very well. It's got a nice little graph right there with different stuff, different, relays and all kind of fuses and stuff like that. But ultimately, my flasher's not working. There's power at the flasher, as indicated by the light. The white and the bottom black light up on the test light. The next two blacks do not light up, and I don't know why that is. I don't know. You have to keep digging, I guess. So I said before, I really do like my water bay. I really like the way he laid it out. He did a good job. The one thing I don't like is my freshwater fill for my tank. This is my only option. I have to physically sit here and hold the hose and fill it in there. That's a 100-gallon tank. But, depending on water pressure, it can take a while. Not the biggest of deals, but ultimately, I would like to just be able to plug something in and fill the water tank. That's just not the case. Eli, I'm doing chili taters. You want rice or tater?
Can I have chili?
No rice?
You just want chili? So you want chili? It's okay. That's what I'm asking.
Rice and chili.
That's what I'm asking.
So when are you gonna make it?
That's what I'm doing.
What time is it?
I honestly don't know what time it is. It's already 7 o'clock.
What?
Okay, yeah. I'm working on it right now. Alright guys, so as you see, I don't know if you heard me tell Eli, I'm making chili. Oh, Jesus. Chili taters. To me, there's nothing better on the face of the earth that goes with chili better than a baked potato. I love them. So, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to show you how I do my baked potatoes. I'm not going to dive into all the specifics of the chili, this, that, and the other. Just kind of show you the makeup and the final product. I am going to make a little bit of rice because Eli does not like baked potatoes. So, rice, baked potatoes, and chili coming up. So what I do is I actually air fry my potatoes. So what I do, so like I said, I got these Idaho bacon potatoes. I like the Costco ones. I've just started buying them because I like them because they're evenly sized, or as evenly as they can be. Anyway, so like I say, I air fry them. So what I do, so I take me a fork, and I just kind of go around the potato. I'm not trying to like jab through the potato, just opening up the skin a little bit. Because what that'll do is it allows that heat to get to it a little quicker and faster, which will cut down on your cooking time a bit. Since I've learned how to air fry them, I have not done it any other way. I think it's the way to go. You end up with such a nice crispy exterior, or crispy skin, if you will. And it takes time. I usually fry them for about 35 minutes, 400 degrees, and I'll flip them about halfway through. I'll show you here in just a minute what else I do to them. Take my handy dandy Costco extra virgin olive oil, put a good dousing on them. I don't know, I'd say a good probably 3 or 4 tablespoons, maybe even more. Just kind of really want to soak them. I like to really soak them because what this is going to do, it's going to give you that crispiness on the crust. Also going to help from drying them out. I just take a bit of sea salt, kind of start coating them. Work. Place them on my handy dandy air fryer. Like I say, 35 minutes, 400 degrees usually gets me a pretty good result. You want to use your taco meat for your chili tonight, the rest of that taco meat? Or do you want to just have beans?
That's fine.
I'm going to go ahead and ground my ground beef. So, as most of you know, Jen is vegan or vegetarian. She doesn't really eat beef. This is the best beef, consistent best beef I've found. Kirkland brand, it's organic. They sell it in a 3-pack. It's 1.3 pounds. I believe this is around $24 for a 3-pack. This usually gets us about a week and a half. We don't eat a ton of beef, but I really like this beef. It's consistent. It always smells good. It smells, as fresh as I can get for packaged big box store ground beef. But I'm going to brown this, then I set it to the side, and then I'll start the chili process. Chili taters. You don't want taters? You want rice? Yeah. Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, so for the chili, I like to keep it simple. What's this, 28 ounce? Yep, 28 ounce can crushed tomatoes. 14.5 ounce can diced tomatoes, juice included. 14.5 ounce can tomato sauce. I put that in there first, kind of start getting it hot, getting ready to work. We're also doing a can of pinto beans, drained and rinsed, and a can of black beans, drained and rinsed. Alright, so I do a couple rounds of seasoning. So I'll start with just some sea salt, or what is this, pink salt. I don't measure. I just kind of go with it until it's ready. Onion powder. Black pepper. Granulated garlic. Paprika. Cumin. Chili powder, just a little dab. Yeah, start blending it up. So I like to go ahead and get that in there, let it simmer for, just depends how much time I have. I'm kind of running late tonight, so this stuff won't have a ton of time to blend together like I would like it to. Yeah, go ahead and run one round of seasoning, stir it in there, let it do its thing for a little bit. We'll check it and adjust seasoning. Alright, everything is good to go. Let me grab my tater. Yeah, if you've never tried the air fried potato, highly recommend it. It's super simple. It turns out really, really good and takes probably 25-30% less time. So time is always a good thing to be able to save a little bit of. So basically, I like to pull mine. I like to split it. Kind of not cutting all the way through, just kind of getting it where it'll break up. There we go. That's the look we know. Potatoes absorb a ton of salt, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt on top of that. Come in with some butter. Put it over the steaming hot potato. Got one more. Go in with a thin layer of shredded cheese. A couple big helpings of scoops of chili. Definitely not bad baked potato weather. With a nice handful of cheese in, kind of spread it around. Dollop of sour cream. And me, I like to dice up a little avocado and put on there with it. Kind of add a little more earthiness to it. But that's it. That is a relatively simple meal, hour or less. Pretty good, pretty cheap too. And perfect for those late spring, cool summer, dreary, muggy, all the adjectives I can think of days. There it is. All right, let's go and dig into her. I love chili taters. I've made them like every week for like the last month. Probably take a week off this week. I think the kids are getting a little tired. There it is. So good. So creamy. Potato cooked really well. I love it. Try that air fried baked potato. There's no going back. Really good. So apparently there's some raccoons. Oh my god. Look at the trash. Are they still down there?
Who left it out there?
I just put it out there. Remember you?
Yes, look, they're fat.
Look at him. He's right there. Get out of here. Go. No, Ben, those things could be rabid.
Here's a, hang on. I'll get you some.
Get out.
Which tree did the raccoon run up? Oh, there's his eyes.
Where?
Up there in the tree. I see it in the tree. It's waiting for you to